For BWYellowJackets.com, I'm Brendan Gulick. Looking forward to previewing the OAC swimming and diving season with head coach Laura Wolff-Demaline as the Yellow Jackets are just about ready to get in the pool and get in full swing. We've already had an unscored meet,
right,
but now it's time to dive into the heart of the season. Let's start with the ladies' side. Last year at the OAC Championships, a third-place finish, the best finish since 2007, a really impressive late-season strong showing. So I have to think that some of that momentum hopefully carried into your off-season, no?
Absolutely. We're very excited about the addition of the freshmen to our women's roster. Obviously, we graduated a few swimmers that made a name for themselves in our record books, but we feel really good about the freshmen that we brought in. I think that anytime you have that little taste of success, it's going to encourage the athletes through the off season. So our team came back in shape and ready to go this season.
Olivia Jacob and Allie Thorson among those who are returning. Erica Knockenghost is back. I mean, it really feels like you're bringing back the core of your team that succeeded last year. Where have you seen some of those, not necessarily just upperclassmen, but experienced swimmers? Where have you seen them kind of step up and take leadership roles on the team?
Sure. I think it starts with communication over the summer. So our upperclassmen, seniors especially, did a great job of getting in touch with our freshmen and sort of bringing them along with how we do things here at Baldwin Wallace, letting them know what to expect at the beginning of the season. As I'm sure we'll talk about, our schedule has changed a little bit, so it was up to those upperclassmen to sort of communicate some of those changes and help the team come back ready to go.
The schedule has changed a little bit, but the OAC Championships are still at the same time of year, and everything obviously always builds toward that weekend in February. So what is the challenge of building a schedule that you feel like, look, we're putting ourselves in some legitimate, difficult competitions, and yet trying to build toward the competition at the end of the year?
Sure. So I always try to schedule enough challenging meets for us throughout the season that it's going to get us ready to get up and swim fast in February. We swim an invitational every winter. This year we're going to be going to the Diamond City Invitational in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, which is a little different for us. We've traditionally gone to the Fredonia Winter Invite in December. Going to the Diamond City Invitational 3 weekends earlier sort of made us front load our season a little bit so that we could be up and ready to race November 16th and 17th. What is kind of nice about it for some of our swimmers where they are deciding between 4 and 5 events that they could possibly score in at OACs, we're going to have those answers even earlier in the season. So going into our Florida trip this year, those girls are going to know what events they're training for. We should have a better idea of where our relays are at that point. So I'm excited about what an earlier invitational will mean for our schedule. We had to move a few dual meets around to make it work, but fortunately, within the conference, everybody worked together and we were able to get the schedule where we wanted it to be.
It's going to be a fun year, no doubt. Let's talk about a couple individuals. Why not start with Allie Thorson, a young lady that took her health and fitness so seriously in the off season. She looks as ready to go for this season as anybody.
For sure. Last year we concluded the season with goal meetings, and Allie, just as much as anyone else that was returning, came in to those meetings with some really great goals for this season. We thought it was important to establish the goals early so that they went home for the summer with an idea of what they needed to do to make those goals possible this year. Allie wants to be the best swimmer that she can be for this team. I think she's somebody who, as most of our female swimmers do, I have to be honest, but puts the team first and kind of says, Coach, wherever you need me to swim, I'm going to swim, and I'm going to come back ready to go so that I can help the team.
Olivia Jacob, a school record holder, a couple different events, and obviously she's an important piece for this team too. A returner that you're obviously relying on. How about her status coming into the year and the way she's getting ready?
Yeah, I don't mean to keep repeating it, but Olivia was another one of those swimmers that really worked hard this summer because she has some very specific goals in mind this year. She is one of the returning swimmers on our 800 free relay as well, which broke the school record last year and was a runner-up at the OAC. And I think that she, along with Erica Knockenghost, who is on that relay, have sort of, gone to the women's team and said, we like the way it feels to be strong in that event. So, we need to be ready to go. We've got our sights set on that relay this year. And so I think Olivia's determination and her overall, work ethic and positive mindset really is going to be, she's really going to bring great things to our team this year.
Junior Erica Knockenghost has also been kind of a standout for you at the conference meet lately. I think she's got a high ceiling this year.
She really does. We talked about it last year. Baldwin Wallace has been fortunate enough to take a swimmer to the NCAA championship the past 3 seasons, and a lot of our returners this year have taken it upon themselves to make that their goal. Erica falls into that group where, she was an OAC champion last year. She was involved in a number of relays for our school. And I think that, again, puts team first. She wants to see our relays back up at the top of the OAC again. But brought some individual goals with her as well this year that, in achieving those goals, are going to keep our school on the national playing field, which is what we want to do every year.
Well, everything gets rolling this weekend. On Friday, you're going to swim against Ohio Wesleyan, and on Saturday, an opportunity to swim against Wilmington in a conference matchup, and off we go.
We go.
Countdown is on until February. It's the middle of February will be the OAC championships, and we'll see how the Yellow Jackets swim throughout the winter. Good luck.
Thank you.